online. Great match. Special match versus practice.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's get this mission started.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. That drive impact is blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Got their eye on the air. Great work finding the opening. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. Dukes down to the wire. 100-hand slap brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Sonic boom. Going in. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Good old slap. Opts for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Comes crashing down. Flatlines them. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Let's loose a boom. Who will come out on top in this final round? In with the crossover. Excellent jumper. Going on the offensive? Oicho. Okay, here we leans on the flash kick to get them out of a jam. Both absolutely refusing it. Nothing stops this train. Target combo into. This is gonna hurt. Turns out. A real test of nerves here. Comes crashing down. I can't believe it. They are done. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Boom! Shows a medium kick. Checks him with the boom. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The super armor does its job. Sticks the combo. Blocks the jump in. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Get some. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Sonic boom. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. Responds with the ultimate killer head wrap. Backs them into the corner. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going in, checks him with the boom. Jumps up. Sumo headbutt. Noticeable, there's a burnout. Player closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
What an opening statement there! Digs in deep to get that drive in. Doesn't miss a beat. Rolls out the Sobot. Shrugs that off. Target combo into... What are they gonna do? Boom! What now? Shakes things up with a fireball. Let's loose a boom. 100 hand. Cashes out the cage right there. Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. Fights back with authority. Nothing stops this train. Oh, here we go. Courageous grab. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. And eats it. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn minds there.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Showtime, baby! I'm number one!
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Oh, whiffs the throw. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. And Dyer's, were they baiting them into that? Reads the command grab. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stun. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight!
Oh, yeah! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Oicho! Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner charges forward. Blocks it. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Now uses the gauge for a super arm. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. That's how you close it out. What a beast! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Butt smash! It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Goes for it all, but just misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player distantly does some big damage. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Jump! Nothing stops this train. They're recovered. Whoa! Putting the cherry on top. Ultimate killer head wrap. Burns out. Player, will this super art do anything? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. executed. Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump in and brushes that off and keeps going. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets the jump in. Knocked down. This is a real back and forth match for Sf6. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. All right, what's coming up next? Opt for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Gets them with the anti-air. The jump-in is denied. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? The charges forward. Jump. You've got to be going on the offensive. Jumps in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. A quick breather. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Still scrapping, experiencing burnout. Oicho! Player two needs to hold, flashes him with a jackknife. Okay, here we go. Getting it all on the drive rush. Player flatlines him. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Rips the slasher out. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Player two with the rhythm overhead attack. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Keeps them out. Overdrive jackknife sends them down the quick way. Machine gun uppercut. Player one is in a very good spot. Slaps him. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Goes big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Overhead. Uses the target combo as a filler. Medium kick hits. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Sticks the jump in. Gets the jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient the Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Grabs them, knockdown, and Oicho! Player one will need to play it experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Sumo headbutt. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. Burnout activates. That back throw was huge. Oh my God, in there. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
I'm ready.
I'm number one.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Nothing but air for the impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? No good up high. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Taking stock. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Sumo headbutt. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player two has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking for a chance. A parry? 100-hand slap. Going in? Not much life left. It's a good spot to use a super ultimate killer head wrap. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The overhead denied. Bumps up. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Danger brushes that off and keeps going. Reads the jump in perfectly. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking out that range to zone the opponent. Player one can't cross up attacks. Jump! Punish counter on the action. Condor Wind is helping them start a storm. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Ultimate killer head wrap. The drive gauge is screaming. Turns out. I can't believe it. Player one can't hit. It is over. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. The overhead denied. Sneaks in above. Jump. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Knockdown. Had the radar up and running. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Going on the offensive? From up above. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Gets the jump in. Jumps in. Jumps up. Side switch in the corner. Steals back a chance. Jump. What'll happen here? Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player one is in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Bumps up. Which way you gonna block? The Condor wind added. Ooh, does him dirty. Excellent jump in. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player one has the life lead. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Handle his hair. You can't drop drive this. Carry to the corner. This may be. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Get your plates ready. Crowns them from above. Loads up above. Solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead is the drive impact doesn't work. Threads the needles. Player two really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for Nationals. It's time to go all in. We'll gain control of the match in the early going. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Lily's neutral game is now even more dangerous. Player one is maintaining the corner position. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. This going on the offensive? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. A quick breather. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Ah, burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. And they uses the gauge for a super arc. Responds with tops off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a and eats it. The last round. It's now or never. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Player one has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Sets up with the jump in. Jumps, clutch, anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player two needs to wait this out. Dangerous range and whip. They're wide open. Ultimate killer head grab. Player one still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Sets up with the jump in. Noticeable life lead. What a finish! Player two is a force to be reckoned with.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's get this mission started. I'm number one.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Who's gonna make a move? What's the play here? Player one has the life lead. It's got a small life lead, but it's not over. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there. They block the overhead, and the super armor does its job. All right, what's coming up next? Trying to read each other here? Sonic Boom! Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Jumps? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. XPKO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Spending that drive gauge. Checks him with the boom. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's... Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. A quick breather. Both experiencing burnout. Sonic Boom! Sets up with the jump in! This can lead to some big damage! Full SA knockdown! Here comes the mix-up! Player 2 blocks the low kick! What are they gonna do overhead? Comes crashing down! Flatline them! This is the final round! Expect to see some fireworks!
Final round. Fight.
Uses their drive gauge! Keeps them out! Oicho throw! You can't let him close in like that! Jumps... Oh! Gets the air throw? Ooh, you never know what can happen here! Hits the air throw! Boom! They're in range! We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Expect to see some fancy stuff as we're near the end of the round. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Blocks the low kick. Lets loose a boom. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Comes crashing down. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Grabs them. Pancake time. They can't get hit here. Hits the drive. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's the hit? It is over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let's get this mission started.
I'm number one.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be their setup here? Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Well-timed corner switch. Hits with the overhead. Burns the drive gauge. They are not afraid. Burnout activates. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Going in, player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Who will capitalize on it? Closes with the throw, hitting them with the smart stuff. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Pokes with a medium kick. Butt smash. Snares him. Somersault kick. Good job, Oicho. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. What'll happen here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Perfect input on the sonic boom. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. 100-hand slap. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Shows a medium kick. Experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like hits the drive. Meets them air to air. Sonic boom. Solid anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Player one with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? 100 hands. Player one needs to take advantage. Uses their drive gauge. Looking for a hold. Can this drive bring them back? Anti-air in the clutch. Player two has a full turns out. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? I can't believe it. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. 100 hands. Ugh, take a seat. Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Beginning operation.
I'm number one.
Round one.
Early go, what are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Did this super art connect? Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. All right, what's coming up next? Does a good job of pushing back. This is a critical...
Just goes for it at this range.
Grants it cleanly. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
They're trading it to hit them with a stop and block. Good old slaps. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Charges forward. Goes for the jump in. Jumps in. That's a counter. 100 hand slap. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. They're not gonna allow any jump ins. Wow, shut down. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What's the play here? Well-timed corner switch. Avoids getting cornered. The jump in catches them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Sumo head. Will this super art connect? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown. Sticks the threads in cleanly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Slices the ankle. Still scrapping for control of the space. Jumps up. 100 hand slap. Going on the offensive. Player 2 isn't hit them with a stop and pop. It's a good spot to use the super. Going in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side sweep. Big man's coming for you. Both fighters planning something? Turning it right up with a super ultimate killer head wrap. Noticeable good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. An aggressive attack. Good parry there, and... what are they thinking here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Gets rocked by the vertical roll. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Jumps. Jumps in there. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backstep reads the jump in perfectly.
Super 3 activated, taking a chop out of them. It doesn't get wilder than this.
Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Both fighters desperately want meter here. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Vital parry. Player 2 can't use drive anymore.
Goes hunting and bags a catch.
Okay, sets up with the jump in. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
I'm number one.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uh-oh. Falls short. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Goes for the throw. All right. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Strings it all together. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Got their eye on the air. That's some big juicy experiencing burnout. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. This round is so important, you can feel the intensity in the air. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Good old slaps. All right, what's coming up next?
100-hand slap. It's a good spot to use the super. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby.
KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let's get this mission started.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Still slugging it out here. Got their eye on the air. Freeze them. Life lead Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Next hit will end the round. Butt smash. Up tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Steals back a chance. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Both fighters planning something? Sonic boom!
Clutch anti-air.
Going on the offensive?
Blows them away.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? There's a change of side. Gets out of the corner. Good sets up with the jump in.
Slaps them. Super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you.
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 1 maybe flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The cross-up's good. Gets the cross-up. Jumps over their opponent and tags them with the jump attack to flip their block direction. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Parries the attack. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? In with a backspin, going wild with Shout of Earth. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Letting it all out. Oh, here he sets up with the jump in. Comes crashing down. This is a critical moment. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the solid anti-air. Oh, slick reaction with the vertical roll. Throws them. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Letting it all out. Turning it right up with the super. Keeps them out. Oh, here we go. Notice more fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Player 2 is in a very good spot. And whip, they're wide open. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
All right, you ready? I'm number one.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Whoa, hold on.
The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Blossom! Very solid corner switch. Steals back a chance. Jumps up. Going in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move! Taking no prisoners. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Hits the drive. Poses him. The throw whips. Overhead. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 1 needs to take advantage. Crowns him from above. Excellent. Goes all in with the uppercut. Oh man, this is a scary range. Both sides getting ready. Escapes with the reversal. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Gotta do better than that. Meets them air to air. Connects with the throw. Noticeable life lead. Big time whip. Who will set the bait at this range? Throw heavy out of nowhere. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? They exchange blows. Hits them with a stopping block. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Will this super art connect? Neither of them is willing to back off here. Alright, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Charges forward. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. They need to rely on sneaks in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Anything off rising, uppercut. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if your opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best grounding moves. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. Goes for the throw, experiencing burnout. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Oh, the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Sets up with the jump in. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player goes all in with the uppercut. Anti-air in the clutch. Knocks them out of the air. What now? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Shrugs that off. Thank you. Where you go? All in with a rush. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Puts them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. We're here, adds a bit of OD spice there. Hits them with a stopping block. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. No go for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Big counter. Strings it all together.
Burnout activates.
Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
There's an overdrive on. This crushes that off and keeps going. Were they baiting them into that? Experiencing burnout. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Risky up-close scrap still going. Big throws. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge for their cashes out the gauge right there. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. They return to center stage. Totsugeki to the face. That was the highest I've ever seen. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. Good parry there, and a parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Lots of aggression from both sides. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Misses the drive impact. Gets the jump in. From up top, shout of earth, cranking it up. Big opportunity now. Hits him with a stop and pop. What'll happen here? Risky up-close scrap still going. KO! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
is a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm number one.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Strings it all together. Player two may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Gets the jump in. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Good old slap. Going on the offensive. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. 100-hand slap. What'll happen here? This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Goes for the jump in. Player in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Anything up sees the overhead coming. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Butt smash. The overhead. Good old slap. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. What now? Target combo into. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Reads the jump in perfectly. What set? A jump anti-air in the clutch. Aims for the connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. A drive impact. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Sticks the jump in. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Takes a trip. Solid combo. Decides to meet them in the air. All right, what's coming up next? Gets them. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Anything up? Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Nails the parry. Now it's their turn to press buttons. Jumps in. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Hits him with a stop and pop. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Big super hard hit. It's on. Side switch in the corner. Clutch anti-air. Player two, Oicho. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Big time whip. Perfect execution with the anti-air. What now? D not chisels him down. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.